Hey everybody, it's Annette. It's roughly 2 days now since the accident um, that totaled my car, and I'm just navigating through a lot of pain right now. I do have a seatbelt bruise. It's in a little lump and lots of pain, neck, back. A little concerned because I felt some pain in my knee the day of the accident, and I've not had pain in my knees since I had PRP. So I'm hoping that's a temporary thing. What I'm going to do is I've already submitted the claim through the app, and the insurance adjuster will be, I imagine everything will start, going into the business mode tomorrow, seeing just what the options are and what I need to do. I don't only have to heal physically because I am in extraordinary pain, but I also have to heal mentally because it was just very traumatic. I don't know how much sense I made that first day I talked to you. I was really kind of out of it, and still, when the shock was wearing off, or wearing off, it's not worn off yet. What am I talking about? Um, just the situation where I was just going one way and there was a car coming the opposite way, and that's the way life works. Well, what didn't work was all of a sudden he leaves his lane and turned into me, and I knew there was going to be impact, so it was very scary. I have started looking and doing some homework on alternate vehicles for when I'm ready to make another purchase, trying to keep it as budget minded as I can, fuel and energy efficient, or fuel efficient. The thing that I'm looking at right now are more mid-size vehicles, SUVs. I love a compact car. I have driven compact cars for years, literally decades. I just love the compact car. I love a four-door compact car, all the functionality it provides, the gas mileage. But some of these mid-size SUVs I'm looking at, I am looking for fuel efficient and something within my budget, and something that does not have a lot of miles on it. And of course, my go-to place is CarMax, so that's where I'm looking at. So I'm building up a folder of the cars that I'm contemplating so I can do some homework on them later and read reviews, safety, all the specs on them that I need to. The thing with yet another healing journey, like most things in life, we don't ask for this. I remember being in the back of the ambulance while they were getting my vitals, and before we even left the lot, and everybody kept telling me, police, the EMS people on the ambulance, it's a car, the car can be replaced. And I know that's true, and as I'm starting to accept and absorb this, I understand that. And in looking at the photo of the hit that it took, which was passed, in front of the driver's door, it did not strike the driver's door. I mean, a little bit, I couldn't get out of the driver's door, but the main part that got struck, obviously, if you saw the photo, is where all the important stuff is. which, I mean, I guess I'm important too, because had it been timed a little differently, I realize, and I'm realizing as this sinks in, how bad it could have been and how bad I could have gotten hurt had the impact been just a little further down. So I'm starting to come to terms with that, and I began thanking God yesterday for sparing me and just asking Him to help me as I navigate this. My emotions are all over the place. I want to cry every 5 minutes. Um, I just feel stressed and just confused. And while I was in the back and they were getting my vitals and they were telling me that, I said, I know. I said, I'm a type A personality with anxiety. I said, I just want to control everything in my universe. And that's not realistic. It's never realistic. We can't control the universe. It's only so many things we can control. And I think for people with anxiety, any of you listening or watching this will understand what I'm talking about. When you live with anxiety and or depression, two things that you never would have asked for to begin with, and then you pile additional stressors on top of that, it's like we want some little piece of our lives that we can control. And that's what makes it difficult for people who have this type of personality. So um, I've got to come to grips with it. I'm working on that. It will be a process. We are fortunate in that where I work, we do have the employee assistance program, and I'm very certain I will be reaching out and just speaking to someone who can listen to me and let me get all of it out and have my good cry and work on getting myself back on the right path, on the path to healing. I think with all the trauma from having hit deer in the past, and now this accident in a compact car, and then the accident even when I was 18 in my boyfriend at the time's car, I don't know if I'll be able to own another compact car again. Maybe one day, but right now, I don't think that would be healthy for me mentally. So I am researching things, and my son is helping me with that. He's really good at helping. We both will dig and study something and analyze everything and compare what our options are before we make a decision on something. So he will help me with that, and that takes some off of me. People have been very supportive and very caring and loving towards me, and I remember and I appreciate that when I'm able to get in a vehicle again. I do want to stop by that place. I don't know if the young lady was a client. I don't know if she was a customer, but the one who came out to my car and sat with me and held my hand, I want to thank her in person. I mean, I did thank her in person, but I was really stressed out and stunned, and she offered to make calls for me, and I was determined I needed to make my calls because I knew who I needed to get a hold of, and I didn't have the brain bandwidth to tell her who and what to say. So I did it myself, but she did not leave my side, and I'm so grateful to her. Um, we hear so many things about younger people who do horrible things, but I think we don't hear enough about the young people who are so kind. And I've seen it again and again in my life. We got some really good young people. Don't don't look at everything you see on media, and think that's it, because it's not. There's some really good people out there. I'm gonna have to go get a Kleenex, so I'm gonna cut this video off. I didn't know I'd start crying on this video, but love y'all. This is an update. I'll update you more later. Love you. Bye bye.